2-3 years ago, me bobo go both school. It was 12 years. Now both school, then begin get Koosh. He kind of also realize, say this bobo. Then they get drugs. He come and talk him. He show we the people I be make a formal reports to the school at the time. We follow up. We been there for intervene for help me on picking up born. We carry the name. Forget that. So important for everybody to know say Koosh no discriminate. Not to buy this and the effect it did all over we. The first way for solve the problem was we need to understand what's in a Koosh and then usa it come out. So since that declaration, the ways expensive been make, the state's been put some money into the feds and we work with other partners then for answer some fundamental questions. Now we know say Koosh is made up of primarily acetone and nitazine, when are some of the most potent and terrible drug them in the world. Then drug here, then for example, America gets one crisis called fentanyl, where they kill people them. The Koosh content is 10 times worse than the fentanyl content. But the other thing we will realize is Koosh, then item then they will call none the commoners alone. None they will be able to not sabi able make an aya will not get the facility for make an aya. The primary place where Koosh they come out now the UK and Netherlands.
Hello, my family. BABASHEQ, the political offender, with another edition of the program, the CLIN. Well, my family, we still there on this particular topic, Koosh na salon. And we all know, say, the Koosh it come worse than ever na salon. The way and manner at which it ravage with youths in a salon is worse than ever. Well, me family, being that the public not get trust again by the authorities and the law enforcement in the country, that is the reason why the Minister of Information be come out and do this interview for give hope to the public again. Me family, we will listen to the Minister of Information.
The first way for solve the problem was we need to understand what's in a Koosh and then usa it come out. So since that declaration, the ways expensive been make, the state's been put some money into the feds and we work with other partners then for answer some fundamental questions. Now we know say Koosh is made up of primarily acetone and nitazine, when are some of the most potent and terrible drug them in the world. Then drug here, then for example, America gets one crisis called fentanyl, where they kill people them. The Koosh content is 10 times worse than the fentanyl content. But the other thing we will realize is Koosh, then item then they will call none the commoners alone. None they will be able to not sabi able make an aya will not get the facility for make an aya. The primary place where Koosh they come out now the UK and Netherlands. And the two primary source them landed where they come out now the route where they take for Canada markets. They can dump with the complicity of some people in obviously. And then some of it also as well they come out from China. So there was this big study that was done where they look at the routes, the path where Koosh they take for Canada. 3, government's been seriously increased law enforcement. We've been tap and close boku of the ports them. We've been there, the people who really sell, we make some serious arrests. And I go on for say not to just government's been doing. We've been doing with community people. Because in many villages they've been developed their own bylaw, then go and then disrupt. And then the final thing I want to mention, well, 2 more. One is that governments be also set up treatment centers. Kisi, Hastings, Gondama, and Daru. They admit quite a number of people them there. They help for treat them they rehabilitate them, and we graduate quite a few of them. So at that point, we serve at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, we embark on some increased public campaign. We will get more and more people in the talk about, and the awareness will go up. We organize the first major town hall where the vice president have been the keynote speaker at this town hall. We been get Koosh victim them, including we brother we don't die now, Black Coffee. We put them on stage. People talk about this issue. Me like for talk say, in fact, I did their first talk and say, today Koosh crisis don't start. 2-3 years ago, me Bobo go both school. It was 12 years. Now both school, then begin getting Koosh. He kinda also realize. Say this Bobo. Then they get drugs, he come and talk him. He show we the people I be make a formal report to the school at the time. We follow up, we been get for intervene, for help me on picking one born. We carry the name. Forget that. So important for people to know say Koosh no discriminate. Not to buy this and the effect it is all over we. But I want to admit one thing. That momentum the way we been get since the president's declaration and the way we move come, we lost some of the momentum. We lost some of the resources. We lost some of the resources for maintaining, for example, the treatment center. Some of the work we do when it comes to the publicity, we not even get the resources and the momentum. So we all supposed to take responsibility for that. The community engagement lacks, and we're dealing with criminals. So what they do? They wait for we, then set trap. Where we pull we at the small, which was a mistake, now then bounce, and which you don't see the resurgence of a crisis will be on the manage a little bit. And that resurgence it don't mean say we see more and more people across the streets, more and more of young people that were affected. They don't find way for sneak in for bringing them down. So what we require now vigilance, because we already get a strategy that is based on science. This strategy get 5 parts: prevention, care and treatment, social support, law enforcement, and community engagement. When we do all of them, then they are see me brother they can talk about the law enforcement area. We will do all of them things, then they will go win the fight. But as a government official, as the spokesperson for the government of Sierra Leone, I want to be very clear to the people of this country that we know see this is a very serious crisis. We not play with time. Nobody know they talk about this as if we certainly not proud of the response so far and the extent of this impact. This is something that we must and we can do better. And I will assure the people of this country that on a daily basis, the presidents, the vice presidents, the chief minister, the minister of health, the head of the public health agency, we all, now we don't redouble with efforts. And we beg the people of this country that themselves redouble their efforts. Because we cannot do this alone. This is a community effort. We all get for stand up
I'm happy.
One big theme we don't come out now, this question of public trust, especially for law enforcement. I see many people and they say, people not sincere, people not sincere. We will raise this up with not just the Minister of Internal Affairs, but also with the police leadership and as I say in our cabinet. I say we law enforcement agencies need to do better. The only way we will solve this problem are we people that trust law enforcement so they will act, and they're not supposed to be people that they join for sale or for poison we picking them. That is a very serious allegation, and I will assure you so we raise at the highest level, and that I know not something His Excellency will take as well.
Well, my family, we all know you waiting the minister don't say. He tried to outline the different types of chemicals them we then use for make this kush. We all know say the kush na drug on its own, and the chemicals them we then use for make them na matter. And the chemicals then the minister really try for talk about. But one thing we all for know here is them particular chemicals they are. Then they are Europe and the UK and also China, but not to illegal substance them. Now chemicals them where then they use now the industries them for clean some certain things them where then they use and for use them for make some certain things them. So then chemicals then they're not illegal. Now you go to a store, you buy as many as you want or you buy them online. then they arrest you for that because illegal, and then they use them for the right purpose. Now, yeah. Unlike we brothers them, we they use them for go mix with the kush na saloon, then they use them for the wrong purpose. Because if with man them make them chemicals, then they for industrial purposes, not for human consumption, not for inhale. Then we own brothers them, they know exactly waiting them chemicals and they stand for, waiting at the use of them chemicals and they done, then they take them, carry them go to a saloon, and no say them they go mix them and kush where the ravage we use them so they like today. So it's heart rending for lay we own brothers them. They use thing way not for human consumption. They can go for their own brothers them. And the government authorities and the law enforcement agency them now the country need for do more for tightening the entry points. The points them outside then they pass with the kush them. Now them points then they then get for tightening. Not just the kush chemicals then no more the can of the country. Even cocaine self they enter the country right now. So the entering point of them drugs then they now them points and they then get for try for court. I believe say if they cut them points and they go minimize now the country. If now patriots and content personnel then them put now them points and they go minimize. And honestly, the minister he talked to. He said the truth and nothing but the truth. Initially, the kush raid it be very, very effective. Will be the way then they arrest or then they broke put them. But all of a sudden, everything just died down. And now it is worse than ever in our country. And we also know say, kush no boundary. And just like what the minister say, young Pekin, in be affected. Say in Pekin self be the smoke kush, if not for the timely intervention of in parents them. Like if it will be a different ball game for the minister. And that's now the more reason where government for take this fight very seriously and for put more effort on this drug pandemic in our country. And now the public not even trust the law enforcement agencies them and the authorities. And if the government not put more effort for let them go able for do something for minimize the inflow of then drugs they are in our country, then I don't think say the public will ever trust the government any longer. And if the government don't put more effort for minimize this inflow of then drug already come in our country, then the youth them life them go waste and there will be so many criminals then at the country where the government self not go able for control. So my family, on that note I go end so far. Until next time, this na BABASHEQ the political offender with another edition of the program Do Don't Clean. Now me this say tata. Peace.
This night jets up on music.
Sweet music production.
Do Don't Clean. I did program this, where they get you. Do Don't Clean. I did program this, where they inform you. Do Don't Clean. I did program this, where they entertain you. Do Don't Clean. Do Don't Clean. Do Don't Clean. I did program this. Do Don't Clean. Do Don't Clean. I say this program not for me and you, because it entertain you. This program had to inform you. It entertain you. Oh yeah. This program had to inform you. Yes, it inform you. All the daily things them where they happen in our country. BABASHEQ there for inform you. All the daily happenings where they go on our country. BABASHEQ just entertain you. Tell me say Kokoriyoko. Before long go, so you have to wake up. Tell me say Kokoriyoko. Wake up, wake up. For wake up, wake up, wake up. I say this program damn too nice. It entertain from you too. BABASHEQ keep program damn too nice. Oh, it entertain me. Do Don't Clean. I did program this, where they get you. Do Don't Clean. I did program